Reeves.
Oh, I like to kind of talk about before kind of his path before getting to, um, you know, obviously the Falcon stuff, but um, I think what's important for people to understand, and this is why I preach um, being patient. Like Dan Reeves was one of those coaches. Yeah, he started out. He started out with Denver, and one of the most important things in his career, in my opinion, and that he was the guy, um, you know, um, really behind, guys like John Elway, and everybody know the story behind John Elway. He started out slow. He started out one of the highest, um, one of the most talented quarterbacks to be drafted. Started out kind of slow, ended up, in Denver, and he played a significant role uh, in the Hall of Fame career of a guy like John Elway. But he started out slow, kind of picked up. He ended up getting fired, and he's one of those guys that they grind. They grind their way to the top. He learned from a lot of his mistakes. Okay, he's not one of those coaches that immediately came in and uh, earned very little and was handed guys like Aaron Donald. Like he wasn't handed anything. He grinded his way to the top. And then he took those lessons that he learned from a lot of his failures in Denver and other places. He took that, molded, and created an offense, a defensive plan from his mistakes. Okay? This is important to say this. From his mistakes, from his failures that we see constantly here in Atlanta. A lot of failures that have been here in Atlanta. This guy came to Atlanta and he changed the culture. And he believed in a guy, an African American quarterback that a lot of people wanted no parts of. Nobody wanted any parts. And excuse me, I'm passionate about this. Okay, what I'm about to say is I'm really passionate. Nobody wanted to give Michael Vick a shot. But this man from Americus, Georgia, and everybody know how Georgia is, okay? Georgia has the stigma of being, very quote unquote racist. But this man from Americus, Georgia, gave a shot to an African American quarterback that nobody wanted any parts of. They said he could not make it in the NFL. And guess what? This man traded the farm, went up, got Michael Vick, and he brought him to Atlanta. And the rest is history. Michael Vick is one of the most iconic quarterbacks the NFL has ever. He took the league by storm. He created the DVD, Dunn, Vick, Duckett, Algie Crumpler, the defenders that he brought in. He was the team president. He brought in guys like Wade Phillips, gave these guys a shot. Greg Knapp, who was the offensive coordinator for him. This man deserves more respect because he gave us one thing that we should never forget, and that's the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl in his organization. This man deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame, and it's a shame that he did not get there, but we're going to get Mr. Reeves there. He deserves that. And that's if anything goes out of this, even talking to guys like Terrence Mathis, Terrence, I'm going to just say this right. Terrence is really hurt over this. Chuck Smith, those guys are really hurt. That man was more like a father figure than them. Michael Vick, these guys are hurt over this. Because like I said, he was one of the few coaches in the league that really believed and gave opportunities to running backs like Jamal Anderson. Nobody believed in Jamal Anderson. He was a late round pick. Look at that. Look at this picture. Look how Jamal is looking at him. Nobody believed in Jamal, but he took that inspiration. He took that faith in what a guy who played running back himself. He knew that Jamal would be a great running back. He took that and he molded this young fella. And he became one. When he had his shot and Dan Reeves gave him his shot, he took it and he rushed for almost 1,700 yards in a season, 1,800, excuse me. All because Mr. Reeves believed in him. Terrence Mathis, another guy that nobody believed in him. He left New England as New York as a free agent. And Mr. Reeves gave him a shot and became the all-time reception leader here in Atlanta. All because of Dan Reeves. That's my tribute, and that's right there. None of this stuff is scripted. This is from the heart. As a kid who grew up and watched the Dirty Birds, that's what I remember.